one of the most destructive aspects the shaitan now has. This destroys families, it destroys your heart, it will put out your inner eye. You will not be able to have any spiritual experiences. Your heart will become like that mujakhiyan, what the Prophet ﷺ said, a vessel that can't carry any good. إِلَّا مَا أُشْرِبَ مِنْ هَوَاهُ, because this is all hawa. And porne in Greek means prostitute. One of the tribulations is the faces of prostitutes. People that Allah, there are people that are punished by giving them the tribulation of looking at the faces of prostitutes. And this is basically anybody who's in these films is a prostitute, male or female. They're selling their bodies. Look at the stats, people. Look at the Muslim countries. This is the searches per capita. Look what's happening to us. And then you're wondering why we're being, why this punishment is coming down on us. What's happening to our people? How has shaitan been able to do this? Because we forgot. We left all the protection. We left the awrad. We left the wird of the Quran, the ahraz that the Prophet gave us to say every morning and evening. We're supposed to say these things. There's evil in the world. You're supposed to seek protection from it. We're supposed to protect ourselves, guard our hearts. This thing is a precious thing. It was created to know Allah. It wasn't created for these things. And Islam is a pure religion. The Muslims that migrated out of India called it Pakistan, the land of purity. Muslims are supposed to be pak. They're supposed to be tayyib. The Prophet said, "At-tayyibun at-tayyibat." This will corrupt the heart. It will make it aswad mirbad, black.
This is the gift of pornography to society. It's creating people, turning people into animals and perverts. And some of you unfortunately have that addiction. And you're watching this stuff online. And you're watching it and saving it on your apps and your mobile devices. And you don't feel bad about it anymore. You've justified it to yourself. And you feel bad about it once in a while, but you go back to it. And as a result, you think, oh, well, at least I'm not hurting anybody. At least I'm not doing it to anybody else. I'm just watching this stuff. It's okay. But you know what's happening to you? Inside, your soul is being just gutted. You have no soul left inside of you. So your prayers are empty and you can't even shed a tear in your salat because your heart is so devoid of the fear of Allah because of the filth you've been watching all this time. It's turned you from a human being into an animal. So you can't even look. A woman passes by and you see a piece of flesh walking by. You don't see a human being walking by that deserves respect. You check everybody out and everything out. You're constantly gawking and staring. You have a hard time putting your eyes down. When you're on the subway, when you're on campus, when you're at work, you're walking down the street, you just can't help it. You see a billboard, you take a second look, you see a third look. You don't miss any opportunity to just to violate your soul with your eyes. You're addicted completely.
What do you mean? Who are you blaming? You're blaming your friends? You're blaming your bad company? Blame yourself, homie. You do not blame anyone besides yourself. You are the problem, not your friends, not your company. It's easy to blame them, but you gotta be able to blame yourself.
Those who are addicted to porn need to know exactly the consequences of indulging further in this kind of lifestyle. They have to know what could happen. What is the effect on the brain? What is the effect on their productivity? What is the effect on their relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, relationship with their spouse, with their children, in their work, and so on and so forth. The more you know, they say, the more you know, the more you grow. The more you learn, the more you earn. So try to get more books to read about the danger of pornography, the consequences, what could happen. You could die actually while pleasuring yourself. Would you like to meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in such a position? So learn more about this filthy industry, learn more about the consequences of pornography and its addictive, compulsive nature, and most likely you will be, inshallah ta'ala, on the right track.
And what happens to you guys is you watch a video, you see something filthy, you click it, you click something else, and you end up watching disgusting things. That's what happens to you. وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ لِفُرُوجِهِمْ حَافِظُونَ. Especially when it comes to their privates, they guard them. They guard their shame. Brother, what's the solution? Should I get married? Like the guy who asked the other day, how can I get married right now? No, guys, the solution is not marriage. Because if you're a pervert, then you're going to be a pervert after marriage too. If you have no shame now, you will have no shame after marriage. Honestly.
you're looking at the wrong things, hanging around with the company. But at the end of the day, you gotta hold yourself accountable. You can't blame others for your problems. On the day of judgment, you're not gonna be able to blame your friends for your problems. You're gonna be blaming yourself. And if you try to blame your friends on the day of judgment, your friends will deny any relationship to you at all. So learn to start holding yourself accountable now.
Wallahi, wa billahi, wa tallahi, we're gonna get over this problem, inshallah. You guys are going to learn exactly how to get over it, inshallah. I swore by Allah in 3 different ways. I swore by His name in 3 different ways to show you how serious I am right now. Now you might ask yourself, why on earth am I so confident right now? And the reason I'm so confident with what I'm saying is because the Prophet ﷺ said, مَا أَنزَلَ اللَّهُ دَاءً إِلَّا أَنزَلَ لَهُ شِفَاءً. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not send down a disease, except that with that disease, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent down a cure. Every disease. Is pornography a disease? No doubt it is. It's a disease of the heart. Even psychologists and doctors consider it to be a disease now. It's an addiction. With that disease, Allah sent down its cure. Just by you looking down consistently and consistently not looking at that which is haram, you will be able to overcome your pornography addiction. What is my evidence for this? Let me give it to you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He told us to lower our gaze in Surah An-Nur, when Allah commanded us to lower your gaze, look down. Brother, don't be looking at that girl when she's dressed like that. Sister, don't be looking at that guy when he's dressed like that. Pornography, you're looking at haram, are you not? Right? When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us to look down, guess what He said? Straight away He said, and guard and protect your private parts.
You have to clean your house. Clean your house from any tales or from any elements that are sexual by nature, and that includes watching TV series, sitcom, movies, MTV songs and whatnot. Clean your house. Look into your cell phone and check if there are any hidden pictures here or there, videos, websites of that nature, and eliminate them, clean them up, delete them. The same applies to your computer and so on and so forth. Because don't ever leave doors. Don't ever leave open doors for shaitan to come and tempt you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, don't ever follow the footsteps of shaitan. Because shaitan will not come and tell you, hey, let's watch pornography or let's go for zina wal-'iyadhu billah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala save us. But he will tell you, hey, there is a folder hidden over there, you can, relieve yourself for the time being and then quit later on. So don't leave any open doors. Install filters and be serious about it. Don't install them today and uninstall them tomorrow. Be serious.
Another major problem, the UN estimates there are more slaves today than any other time in human history. And most of it, 80%, is sexual slavery. And this is another really serious problem, the problem of lust, that we're really not dealing with in our society. I really think we're in a deep denial about the serious problem of lust in this culture. The most important thermometers for it is pornography. The size of the industry now is 57 billion worldwide. It's a massive industry. These are sound numbers, people. These are not exaggerated numbers. These are taken from one of our top universities. 12 billion in the US. Porn revenue is larger than all combined revenues of all professional football, baseball, and basketball franchises. US porn revenue exceeds the combined revenues of ABC, CBS, and NBC. If you look at the websites, 4.2 million, 12% of total websites now. Daily internet searches, 68 million.
25% of total searches. Monthly porn downloads, 1.5 billion. Websites offering illegal child pornography, over 100,000 websites. And for those of you who don't know, there's a deep web where there's just the darkness that goes on the deep web. And then 8 to 16-year-olds who have viewed porn online in our country, 90%. Gluttony, overconsumption. Those who squander are like siblings or the brethren of the demons. One of the things that we don't think about is the relationship to what we do and this darkness. People that are watching pornography are supporting human trafficking, because many of the women in these films that are done here in the United States and outside the United States are women in sexual bondage. They're not, you have these girls that appear on CNN getting their degree at Duke and saying how much they love being a porn star. Those represent a very, very, very tiny percentage of the actual women engaged in the porn industry, which degrades both men and women.
Is that possible? And if it's possible temporarily, no doubt it's going to lead to a major problem later on. That water is going to be set forth and it's going to crash through the dam. It's going to just destroy everything. It's going to go crazy. So you have to train the thought, control the thought, conquer the lust, conquer the emotion, and channel it, irrigate it. It's natural for a man to like a woman, but it's not right for you to make zina. It's not right for you to have a girlfriend. It's not right for you to look at porn and listen to this and watch this. That's not okay. Get married, bidnillahi subhanahu wa ta'ala. One is not enough, get a second wife. Make sure that the woman that you marry is appealing and attractive to you. The brother that you marry, make sure he's handsome, he's nice, he's strong, he has good hair, good teeth, he's a clean guy that you're attracted to. That's the solution. Islam is a religion of solutions, and it's not a religion of problems and making an unnatural solution to those problems. La la la, abadan. Wallahu alam.
Ya ma'ashar al-shabab, O youth, young people, if you are able to get married as early as possible, do so. But if you cannot, fast, because it curbs the desire. It curbs the sexual desire. It helps you lower your gaze, because you will be, fasting, and that is the most beautiful, one of the most beautiful acts of worship where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves it the most, because it's always hidden. So fast, learn to curb your desire, learn to lower your gaze while fasting, because that will help you to do it for life afterwards, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala purify our lives. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep us on the straight path. Ameen. Assalamu alaikum.